Hey everybody, so I am your 8th grade English teacher. Sorry. I am located in room 316. Those of you who are in person know that. Those of you who are distance learning will not need to know that for a little bit. But welcome to the 8th grade. I am Miss Pelasia. I am your reading and English language arts teacher, and I am really excited to meet all of you and work with you in the upcoming school year. So, just a little bit about me. My favorite season is fall, so it is going to start in about 2 weeks officially, but that has not stopped me from starting to put out like a little bit of Halloween decorations inside my house. I love it. I love the fall. I love a sweater. Bring it on. Halloween is the best holiday. Halloween movies are the best movies, although ones with ghosts scare me way too much. My favorite snack, peanut butter M&Ms. Those of you with a peanut allergy, I do not eat them in the classroom, but like that is I've had a bad day. I need like the trick or treat bag size because I mean, that's a lot of peanut butter M&Ms if it's not. But that's like my ultimate like guilty pleasure, like comfort food is peanut butter M&Ms. They're so delicious, especially if you keep them in like the fridge or the freezer so the peanut butter gets cold. Don't even mess with that. A little bit about my life. I grew up in Connecticut, Wallingford, so a couple towns over from here. I went to my college in Rhode Island, Newport, Rhode Island. It's on the water. It's Salve Regina. I learned how to be an English teacher there. And then I graduated in 2010 from college. So see if you can figure out how old I am based on that. Are you capable of that math? It was 10 years ago. So I've been a teacher for 10 years. When I finished in Rhode Island, I joined the Peace Corps and was in Namibia. And everyone who is like in the room and looking at me will see me do my hand trick. But if you can picture where South Africa is on a map, Namibia is right next to it. If you know who Angelina Jolie is and Brad Pitt, they had like one of their babies was born in Namibia. Like Angelina Jolie went there to give birth. I guess to be away from paparazzi. I don't know. The only reason I even know that story was because that happened in like 2009, and I went to Namibia in 2010 when I finished college. And like that's all anybody told me when they asked me where I was going, and I told them. When I was done with Namibia and done with the Peace Corps, I moved to Hawaii. So I moved to Hawaii in 2012. I lived there for 6 years. I moved back in the summer of 2018. I did a really cool road trip along the bottom of the United States, so like Arizona, New Mexico. I went to Harry Potter World and Disney World. I went with my best friend from Hawaii, Nikki. We were teachers together. And I did that, and then I started working in Westside. So this is the start of my third year in Westside. My third year in middle school, I taught high school in Hawaii, but my 10th year overall. For those of you who are Harry Potter fans, I'm a Hufflepuff, loyal and true. Like, they're the best ones. I love flamingos. I love pineapples, like as decoration, not so much for taste. And I have them kind of around the classroom and stuff like that. And the beach, like the water, the sand, like how it feels in your fingers and your toes. Like I am about that life. Just some thoughts I've had on pop culture recently. This is like a couple days old because I made this right when the trailer dropped, and I was like, whoa. Robert Pattinson's look in the new Batman is a whole mood. I have a lot of thoughts on it. If any of you have thoughts on it, like, message me. I also have a lot of thoughts on the ending of On My Block Season 3 and The Kissing Booth 1 and especially 2. And now there's going to be, it's a trilogy and there's going to be a third one. It was already filmed in South Africa. If you have thoughts on it, let me know. I have thoughts on it. And like you can obviously ask me questions about class and stuff like that. My biggest thing for this year is we aren't going to stress. That is my number one rule. The thought of any of you, like, getting overwhelmed and getting really frustrated because of my class Oh, that like really upsets me. I never want to picture any of you, especially those of you distance learning, like not knowing how to access my stuff and just like getting so frustrated and like getting mad or giving up or like crying from frustration. That's not going to happen because as long as you try your best, ask me for help, and just take a deep breath, we'll work it out together. Nothing is an emergency. I will accept your stuff late. I will believe you if you tell me something happened. Like, I get it. And then I'm not going to play it in this because I only have 15 minutes. But if you click this, we're all in this together. Like, this is our new reality for right now. It's so poopy that it's going to be so much of your middle school year, but hopefully it's over and you can crush it in high school and you're going to be so resilient and so amazing because of it because you're going to have so many new skills and it's really going to be okay. So this is just an overview of kind of what we do. Suspense is Poe and the Monkey's Paw. The Civil War doesn't really have any books tied to it or any like really condensed short stories. It's Little Women a little bit and across 5 Aprils and some narrative writing and things like that. Quarter 3, we move into World War II. It's a lot of first-person narratives, much like Quarter 2 with the Civil War. And we read excerpts of the Diary of Anne Frank. And then for Quarter 4, it's a moral compass. And so it's really just, again, a lot of like reflecting on characters, lots of short stories. We read everything together in my class. We use audio. I will teach you a race strategy that you should all be familiar with. My goal is for you to leave my class, and go into high school really confident in being able to write such a solid constructed response, which will turn into your high school body paragraphs. It's not a like super fun goal to have. It's not like we're all going to eat candy every day. But it'll get you so ready for high school. I want you to leave here feeling so confident in your writing, knowing you know what to do. And that's a process that's going to take the whole year. We're going to do it together a lot at first. We're going to read a lot together, but we are going to try to have fun along the way. And we're not going to stress. This is going to be a rough year. This is my mom's dog, Tucker. He is the best dog in the entire world. I think he is 75% dog, 25% person, because I think he, like, really can communicate with me. It's okay. Oh, poop. It's okay to be frustrated. Shia is really messing up my PowerPoint right now. But I am here for you. We will make it work together. You just have to reach out to me. I am going to play this because it's only a minute.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing.
We are gonna work hard, Shia. We are. You can play the rest on your own. Basic rules. We're gonna do your work. You're gonna try your best. That's all I can ask for anybody. As long as you do those things, you will probably get the grade you want. If you want an A and you work hard enough to get an A, you'll get an A. It's not an impossible thing to do. If you just want to pass, then getting a D is definitely attainable for you. But if you don't do anything, you don't communicate with me, you don't let me know, like, I'm struggling with this or this or this, academic or personal, I can't help you, and then I can't do anything. You have to keep your video muted most of the time, especially if you're in person, because it's going to start picking up the frequencies of everybody else's computer, and it's going to be such a terrible noise. I was trying to figure something out, and so I had a Google Meet open, and I had my phone going, and it was just like, it was terrible. So we have to keep our video muted most of the time. You can raise your hand, you can unmute it and be like, I have a question. All of that is cool, but if we're just like playing something, if we're reading together, if we're writing together, and you're watching me share my screen, keep it muted, and that way we won't hear like anything happening at your homes, like if someone's like knocking on the door, or if your brother is also distance learning, we won't hear like his class, because that'll be really confusing if you're like sitting in the living room or the kitchen together. Give respect to get respect. I think this is a two-way street. I think I show all of my students respect, but I expect to get respect in return. And that just means your language is respectful, your tone is respectful. You don't lie to me. I won't lie to you. I won't use a disrespectful tone. I won't use disrespectful language. I will always make time for you. And that means that I expect you to respect my time. So you're not on your phone. You're not watching TV when I'm trying to teach you. You're not interrupting the class to goof off with your friend and cause a scene. Because that takes away from not only me teaching, but it takes away from others learning. And that's super poopy. This next rule is a new rule. And it's because of COVID. And it's for whoever's distance learning. Or I'm sorry, whoever's in-person learning, you have to stay in your seat. It's just the way it is. We can't have a lot of people moving around. So get comfortable. You can stand up and stretch in your seat and stuff like that, but you really can't be like moving around. I can't give you supplies anyway, so it's not like you could be getting up to get a pencil. And just really ask for help if you need it, because every day is a chance to learn, guys. For grading, it's not anything too abnormal. Content knowledge, 85%. It's the bulk of your assignments. Reading, writing, and vocab. Homework and projects, 5%. Anything I tell you to try outside of the Google Meets, which is going to be your asynchronous learning, think of it a lot as homework. So we'll meet, and then I might be like, on Monday I'll say, do 45 minutes of vocab.com at some point this week. You have until Sunday at midnight to finish, and then I'll check your hours on vocab.com. And that'll count as 5% of your grade. If you do 40 minutes, maybe you'll get a 95 out of 100 instead of 100 out of 100. You know what I mean? And then participation. This is attendance in Google Meets, how much you participate in the conversations, the completion of different assignments, participation in chats, all of that. My class counts as both reading and English, so if you have me for the block and you fail the block, that's enough to hold you back. You want to be really careful about that. And then reading and ELA, they want us to count it as separate grades. In the past, it kind of blended together as one class, but they have very specific assignments in each one. But I only have one Google Classroom just because it's easier. I will say if it's reading or ELA. And some of the assignments will be both. Stay on top of your work, check your PowerSchool, email me if you need to know your grade. And I try to update grades once a week. Sometimes it's a little bit more than that. Sometimes it's a little bit less. But you should see a new set of grades every Monday, let's say. You got this, guys. We're going to do awesome this year. We really are. These are my videos. These 2 videos I'm still uploading. This is a video on how to get to StudySync. You can see that there. This is a video on vocab.com, the pink and the pink match. This is a tour of my virtual classroom, and this is a tour of Google Classrooms. For class, if you're in person, bring headphones, your computer, hand sanitizer. For everyone who's here today, I do have a hand sanitizer for you. A little thing of tissues, just in case, so that you're not always getting up and like touching the communal tissues, but I do have emergency tissues in the room. A pen, a pencil, or a highlighter, although you'll be using your computer more than 95% of the time. Your mask to wear, you have to wear it. If you don't wear your mask and you're in person, you will be moved to virtual. And then a towel or a blanket in case we go outside so that you can sit on it. And you have like that luxury. We are going to try to go outside a bunch, especially while the weather's nice like this. My only concern is my computer will die. or your computers will die. We'll work it out.